So, who is the first volunteer today? Volunteer today. I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jay is the first volunteer. Okay, who will keep time? Timekeeper.
Taragam.
Okay, Jess. Timekeeping volunteer. Arnav.
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep the time at 2.5 minutes. You will remind last 30 seconds, and at 3 minutes, you will say time is up. Okay,
Sure, sir.
okay. Just prompt when to start for Jay.
May I start, Arnav?
Yes.
Okay. Jain and good evening to one and all present here. Today's my lecture topic is religious extremism. What is actual religious extremism? It is the distortions of faith to justify violence, intolerance, or political rules. It threatens national security, disrupts communal harmony, and hinders social economy and development. Addressing these issues requires promoting secularism, strict monitoring, and heads of speeches and forecastings of constitutional morality among the citizens of peoples and political leaders. It may be declare the states that religion itself teaches piece of morality and extremism in the in the weaponizations of the faith by vested interests in the for political parties and social and economical dominance. Religious extremism is the quality or the states of being extreme or the adversary of extreme measures or views. The terms is primarily used in political and religious sense to an ideological that is considered by the speaker or by one simply implemented by shared and social on social consequences to be the outside the mainstream of the attitude of society. The term may be used pejoratively. Extremism's views are typically constructed with those who are moderates in Western sites countries, for example, Islam or Islamic political movements. This is the distinction between extremisms and moderate Muslims. In commonly stressed, political preserves as the extremisms
Last
in
30
view
seconds.
for left politicals or for right politicals, as well as radicalisms, rationalisms, fundamentalisms, and the factionisms. Although extremes groups will differ in the preference for the violent extremism versus non-violent extremism. In 1964, acceptance of speech and at the 1964 Republican National Conventions, Barry Goldwater said that the would remind you that extremism is to be
Time's
defined
up.
of liberty. It is not a voice. In Russia, the laws of prohibiting extremism content are used and both are poverty trains officials as a part of the initial politicals to be supposed the freedom of speech. Ukraine and open the letter against a war in Chinem by writer Pauline Zebrakova and the journalism witness as the movement of in Russia, Rappel Lema and articles by the interpreter of the General Conventions of 1948. And lastly, I conclude that the fight of the religion extremism requires a combined effort from the government and security forces, community leaders, and the general public of peoples and civil publics. Thank you.
Okay, Jay. Very typical topic, difficult to speak on religious extremism. I think some examples could have been given how religious extremism causes problem in the society and in the world in turn. When some religion wants to expand, some religion wants forceful conversion, that is the problem for the world. Peaceful coexistence with different religions possible, but when one of the religion wants forceful encroachment into other domain or doesn't allow others to exist, these are the problems. So maybe some of the examples which are all over world now, what is happening, which has happened earlier also, how Christianity versus Islam, which was labeled as clash of civilizations, and in the world it is creating problem, and that problem is now looking very different today. Other religions are minor, but when it comes to at world stage, two prominent religions are Christianity, Islam, and then Buddhism. Hinduism is quite a minority at world stage. Just because India's population is huge, it looks a big religion. Otherwise, in terms of countries, number of countries where Hinduism is followed or spread, people have spread, but the religion itself, whether it was there or not, compared to that, it is a minority. So this is a very serious topic to talk on. Why wars are happening, why clashes are there, why peace is getting lost. And then Jay, you took a lot of other points, but it could have been straight to the clash of civilizations, then spread of religion, forceful conversions, and the control of religious fundamentalism. These are the issues which are a serious threat to humankind, because all wars somewhere has got base of religion also. It is a truth which probably not spoken, but religion has got angle for the wars. Why groups are getting formed within religion, within the same religion also war is happening, but there are different factions. Because of that, it is happening. So coming to India, India is a country where peace is propagated. We love and spread that peace. We are a peaceful and peace propagating nation, and nobody can object on that. Probably we have to take lead in the future to establish as brand ambassador of peace, the way yoga is labeled as now India's gift to the world. Similarly, peaceful coexistence, humanity, because see, four religions which emanated from Indian soil or from this part of the world are all peace loving: Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Jainism. These all are peace loving religions. The problem is violence is tolerated in some of the religions where others' existence is not even accepted and tolerated, then it becomes a problem. These four religions which India has given to the world has never forced anyone to get converted. Probably humans peace angle exists in these four religions, and world has to accept it, but it will take time. Okay, Jack,
Yes, sir.
I think points could have been much more coordinated. It was a difficult topic to speak on, what to speak and what not to speak. But
Yes,
then
sir.
couple of
Yes,
examples
sir.
from the country's point of view could have been given. Okay. Uh, who is
Sure,
next?
sir. Sir, in this topic, we have to mention a solution also
Yes, solution.
that
See,
how can we handle our religious extremism?
yes. See, within country also it is becoming a problem to have, like ours is a diverse country. We have every religion has got right to stay here, but then what is happening all around world is getting reflected here also. There are a couple of tensions and little bit frictions which our democracy is mature enough to handle, but yes, it is reflected, and our country has got solution for the
Okay,
world,
sir.
not only for India. How we are solving,
Yes, sir.
we have many riots in the past, but still nobody can question that our democracy is biased. Our democracy is not biased. We are a country where religion is not announced that we are particular religion as a nation. We are a nation called as secular nation, and we are proud of it. Every religion has got equal right to stay in this country, and any person
Yes.
from any religion can go to any level as far as the progression and prosperity goes. You see, so many past prime ministers, presidents, bureaucrats in defense, particularly chiefs, you will see from different religions, including judiciary. Everywhere enough scope is there for every religion to go up the ladder, and that speaks very high. You see other countries data where minorities, whatever were there 50 years back, they are reduced. India is the only country where minorities proportion has probably increased. These statistics cannot be denied. Okay. Yes, Sudhanshu.
Good evening, sir. This is my first class. I have recently noticed that I was joined in the group. So I just wanted to know, sir, how this class is conducted regarding are these topics that are already told to the students and they have prepared a lecture accordingly, or are these topics given right on spot and turn by turn? Can you please tell, sir?
Okay. Initially, students are expected to come prepared, speak of their own choice topic. But when the students are getting little expert, there are card numbers on Scholar Warrior channel. There are more than 100 cards. I announce a card number, and that card can be picked up. And within 3 to 4 minutes, one has to prepare. That is an ideal
Okay, sir.
stage, which actually happens in SSB. But as of now, till the time you say, okay, sir, give me topic on the spot, then I will announce that card. You go to the channel, you pick up that number, you'll see 4 topics. But initial days, everyone is quite new, and own topics are preferred now. Students are coming with own topics. Okay, prior preparation.
Okay, sir.
Even someone has joined now and wants to speak today, 5 minutes, 10 minutes is enough. You can speak 1 minute, 1.5 minute. It is a beginning. Don't shy away. Don't be a little afraid about it. You have to start somewhere. And I will uh, promise you that with 2 to 3 practices, you come to a stage where your inhibition has gone and your confidence automatically builds up. But you have to take that first step, which is very, very important and very difficult also, to come and say, okay, I will speak today. That is the first step, which is most difficult. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step, and that one step is very, very important. Okay, who is next?
Sir, I am ready.
Okay, Prachiti. I'll ask Jay, keep time. Sudhanshu is next.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Prachiti, you can start now. You can start now.
India's robotics sector is rapidly maturing, driven by surge in industrial automation and push for Vikasit Bharat self-reliance. The country now ranks sixth globally in annual factory robot installations, driven by government initiatives like the Indian AI missions. Uh, Manufacturing automation, heavily led by the automotive and electrical or electronic sectors, the integration of physical AI and machine. The vision allows factories to truly design faster and maintain rigorous quality control. Like healthcare robots include surgical robotics, hospital service bots, and rehabilitation systems. Now, India is pursuing robotics for national security. The Defense Research and Development Organization and the Ministry of Defense are advancing technologies like medical exultation surveillance drones and UG to protect personnel in combat. Hospitals across the major cities are widely adopting AI assisted surgical system. Now, sector focus on India's healthcare robotics emphasizes AI assisted surgery, uh, platforms, and pharmacy automation. The ecosystem is transitioning from importing foreign technologies with annual industrial robot installations and demonstrating a strong double digit compound annual growth. Uh, annual growth. To conclude, I would like to say that the robotics in India is no longer an experimental concept but a present day operational necessary by smart planning and intelligent automation adoption. India is well on its way to cementing its position as a global manufacturing hub and innovation leader. Thank you.
Okay, Prachiti, what was the exact head of the topic?
Robotics in India.
Okay. Okay. Because it can be AI, it can be robotic, it can be modernization in computers. These can be different heads and data can be almost similar because the initial line was missed by me. Okay. India per se for the robotic or AI or data analytics or maybe cyber world, we are catching up, but we are far behind China because somewhere our journey is not up to the mark. We are little late, and we have wherewithal. We are capable. Our technical expertise is capable. We have IT force. We have uh, so much of talent, but that is the actual cause of worry. Despite having so much of potential, we literally lagged in this sector because today cyber platform or the robotic science or the artificial intelligence, these are going to decide who is going to lead or who is going to have technological edge upper hand. You see, some glimpses are there in the ongoing wars, what is happening in Iran, Israel, where behind the curtains a lot of technology is being played, a lot of data is stolen, or uh, one can get into another country's systems and disturb it. Some things are coming into the uh, media, some are not, but you have to understand next war is largely technological. It may lead to satellite war, but you have to understand the fact that systems will be paralyzed in future with the help of technology. You penetrate into enemy's systems and enemy will not be able to fight. That is the future. And when it comes to robotic, Japan, South Korea, China, uh, US, these are the countries where we see a lot of development. We are catching up. We have our own engineers working in Silicon Valley and for other countries, but somehow our infrastructure has not been built with we have announced Atmanirbhar Bharat and many things, but unfortunately, we have problems in our systems. Slowly, things will come up to that level. We are a huge nation. We have technical manpower. Strength is something which is our advantage. We will catch up other countries and we will overpower them. But then, hardware. Hardware is our biggest drawback. We are not able to manufacture many things, starting with chips, starting with the infrastructure and the raw material for it. For the semiconductor industry, we are lacking, and it is a serious loophole in our development. But maybe whatever international collaborations we are having, agreements we are having, we are slowly building up that shortfall. It will be overcome, and we will have self reliance in this sector. As of now, to be honest, we are nowhere. We are nowhere in this sector, whether it is artificial intelligence, whether it is cyber related, many things, data analytics, or owning the systems. You see, all the tech giants all over world, none of them is Indian origin, and it will matter a lot who are leading the technology in the world, whether it is Amazon, whether it is Twitter, whether it is Facebook. These are also important players, and these players will matter because they are collecting so much data day in day out, and that is going to matter for countries war. If war breaks out, these data are handy. lot of data which probably a common man may uh, say, okay, what is going to happen? So much of data is there. What they will do? A lot of things can be planned prior hand, and the terminology that data is new oil will be proven right when it comes to war, because earlier Middle East was dominating the world because they had oil. Gold was prominent thing, arms industry was a prominent thing. Today, if there is something which is very prominent above all, is data, and we don't have so much of platforms and servers and the pioneers in this, but slowly we are building it. Prachiti, okay, but I hope you are giving speech like voluntary and without referring much, Prachiti.
Yes, sir.
Because that practice is important. I will request those who
Yes.
can switch on their videos. That is most a welcome thing. It will give you more confidence, and you can sit in corner of your home or gallery, little bit less light, more light, doesn't matter. But your little bit body language will matter for us, for you also, because you will see how confidently you are able to speak. Because this is online platform, some constraints are there. Still, we have to practice. Okay. So next is Sudhanshu.
May I start, sir?
Just a moment. Prachiti, keep time.
Yes, sir. You can start. You can start.
Good morning, respected Group Task Officer and my fellow gentlemen cadets. The topic for my lecturate is going to be the UCC, or the Uniform Civil Code. The UCC, or the Uniform Civil Code, is a framework of laws. So the structure of my lecturate will be: I will first give you a brief on UCC. I will then tell you the pros and the cons of the UCC, that are the arguments for and against UCC, and then I will conclude my topic. In the middle, I will give you a few examples in order to help your thinking. So to begin with, the UCC is a framework of laws wherein uh, the laws are set as a standard for people of all creed, caste, and religion in the nation. It will be regardless of people's gender as well. And this is to replace the religious based laws that are different for each religion, such as the Hindu Code Bill, which applies for Hindus, Jains, Buddhists, and Sikhs, and the Shariat law that applies for Muslims, whereas Christians and Parsis also have their own set of laws. So, in the past, many instances have occurred, such as the Begum case of 1985, and quite recently in 2017, uh, the Sharia Banu case, wherein a legendary court battle was fought and the triple talaq uh, custom was abolished, wherein a man could annul his marriage by saying talaq three times. So such rigid customs were abolished, and this provides a gateway to the UCC. Now the challenges that are faced by UCC, that are the arguments that are against UCC. First of all, I would like to mention that many people believe that it can be a threat to the diversity of India. The constitution refers India as a very diverse country, and the citizens of India have a right to freedom of religion. And it is believed that this right to freedom of religion,
Last 30 seconds.
so this is one thing that is under threat. But the things that are towards the favor of this bill are things such as uh, it can be better for gender equality, since females can have an equal stand to men in terms of inheritance and alimony. This also heavily inspires people to have that sense of secularism in
Time
India.
up.
So, in conclusion, I would only like to say that the UCC should not be seen as a way to abolish traditions of Indian people, but instead impose a greater sense of secularism. People should have a country first and citizens first mindset, and eventually this will work in the benefit of the citizens of India. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Okay, Sudhanshu, uh, good lecturate. Confidence is there, but some more modulation and confidence will further build up speed and the uh, maybe the wordings which will get refined further with practice. Coming to UCC, I will take your attention to Hindu Code Bill, which came immediately after independence, and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar was of the opinion that it should not be only applicable to Hindu; it should be applicable to all communities. And it was somehow could not get materialized, and it remained Hindu Code Bill. So what happened before independence? If you see, uh, all religions, including Hindu, there was no strict law for marriages, for properties. So I'll take these small examples. When Hindu Code Bill was finalized, approved, passed, then what is after three generation or two generation you can say the status in Hindu community. Hindu community polygamy has been over. Nobody can marry without divorcing the first wife legally. This has become a very very smart move. You see, in any family, Hindu family today, maybe great grandfather or grandfather had two or three wives for whatever reasons. But this is not possible today. Secondly, kids. When the women are empowered with such kind of things, the woman will not go for many children. This is nobody is going to say this, but this is a very very psychological and silent aspect. Today, if any Hindu girl is getting married, firstly she is safe. Nobody can at the drop of hat can say, okay, I am giving you divorce. It has got a procedure and it is a very long drawn legal procedure. It is not easy to give divorce. So there is a protection, inherent protection because of this law, that marriage is a very important thing, and family is a very very basic unit of nation. So it is stable. Secondly, the population. To certain extent, population growth is required, but not out of proportion. So what is the status? You check your own lineage 3 generations back. The number of kids in the family were 6, 8, 10, 14. Today it is not more than 2, and mostly it is 1. So this is a population control which has very very naturally has come, because today a Hindu man, because of this bill, cannot force a girl to have more babies, because that girl also wants to have a better life, better health, and she also wants to work, be the part of development. These are very psychological aspects. On the contrary, when it comes to triple talaq system, which is very late we acknowledged, and a law has come, but what is the status? If you had listened what was the debate when triple talaq was discussed, many highly educated girls were also opening up and saying the trauma they had despite having high education or whatever status they had, but they always had a fear of getting rejected at drop of hat by the husband. And it is a very very psychological depressive thing that someone can reject you for no reason, and it is insecure life. And these kind of laws could have come immediately after independence. The UCC today, what is being discussed, some states have taken it. Uttarakhand, Assam, I think Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh is lined up. So some states are now ready with the provisions, and as a nation it will take time. But see the intent: one nation one law. That is the intent. Why should there be different laws based on religions? Let's come to a democratic setup. You have all the freedom of democracy, then why should you have some funny law with which you are enjoying something which is outdated? Today, I don't know how much correct it is, but Amir Khan is marrying Third time, such a successful actor, but religion is allowing it without divorcing previous two. I don't know how long this will continue and how good it is. Society doesn't discuss fairly for such things because he is a very successful actor. But then at the age of 60, he is marrying third time. That's what the news is saying. But then these are the things where social harmony, how you will maintain in a same country, different religions following different kind of laws, which is not safe. Okay, that is my personal opinion, but it raises a lot of questions. Sudhanshu, okay, I think you are heading for which entry?
Sir, the NDA entry itself, I am Army, so I will
Okay,
be having my SSB on 20th
okay,
at SSB Bangalore.
okay. Speak more and more so that your fluency increases. The speed and rhythm comes automatically. Speak more and more. Okay.
Yes, sir.
20th of this month you are going.
No, sir, the next month, July,
Okay,
20th July.
you have good time, enough time. Okay, you are located where?
Sir, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar in M4 Sidco.
Okay, okay, okay. We will speak in detail. Okay, who is the next volunteer? Anybody who wants to go for lecturette practice? Don't shy. Okay, Srushti. Is it Srushti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because the names are misleading. Someone's mother's name is there, someone's father's name is there, and I'm very poor at remembering names. But okay, I could figure out correctly. Sudhanshu, keep time. At 2.5 minutes, you will say last 30 seconds. At 3 minutes, you will say time is up.
Yes, sir.
May I, sir?
Just a second.
May I start, sir?
You may start.
Jai Hind, sir. Today I will speak on Operation Sindoor. Operation Sindoor was a precious country's terrorist operation launched by the Indian Armed Force in May 2026. It was Indian calibrated response to the Palhagama Palgama terror attack amid at dismantled in frustration across the line of control. The primary objective was to deliver a clear message of zero tolerance against terrorism. Three features made this operation stand out. First, its showcase performed still receives sensory. The Army, Air Force and Navy operate in complete coordinate under the CDS. It highlight it highlighted we use individual system like BrahMos, Akash Mill system and Indian made drones. It was a surgical and responsible strikes. Only terrorist launch pads we were targets no civils or military. Instead of the adversary were hit. This operation refused two things: political will and military capability. It proved that India is a peace-loving nation, but national security is not as taught us. The first duty of a state is to protect its people. To Operation Sindoor remind us that peace is our perfection, but strength is our graduate.
Last 30 seconds.
When the nations call, our force answer with precision and whole. Jai Hind, sir.
Okay, Srushti, You are just a beginner. But not only for you, for everyone, I will suggest when you read different articles or you collect data from different domains, add your own flavor, your own words, vocabulary, language, give your personal touch, make it more natural. More and more natural you make, your chances of getting recommended, accepted there will be more. Because see, similar data is being referred by people, all the candidates, but how much personal touch you give and use same data but add your own flavor to it will be a key. And that's why your communication skills, spontaneous speaking, natural flavor to speak on any particular topic will come with practice, and it will be the key differentiator for selection. Now Srushti, it is just a beginning. It was as if like you read something and you try to repeat same, or some very script kind of language, and it one has to rise above this, because your own words, your own thought process, ssb wants to hear. In last session I deliberately told many things about ssb's introduction, what lecture we had taken 2 days back. In that I explained they are looking for natural self of you. They want you, not data from any other source. You will obviously take data from some sources, but what is your touch to it? What is your natural flavor to it? And how you are putting it across easily? Your own opinions, your own thoughts. Obviously, data will be from some domains, internet or print media or somewhere in book you read something. All those things will be there. So one has to remember and prepare accordingly. Okay, confidence will build up, Srushti. Slowly, you are just a beginner. Who is next? Because Operation Sindhu is a very uh, relevant topic. It will come for some or other reason for your discussions, group discussion, or indirectly for technological advancement, how the landscape of war is changing, including what is happening in Israel Iran war, US, how they are changing their stance, Russia Ukraine war, and in between Operation Sindoor, how suddenly a technological warfare was seen, and very smart war. Short, smart, and lot of lessons to be learned. What is the air warfare domain? To say something like air defense artillery, which was in my time it was called ADA, now it is AAD, Army Air Defense. I never imagined so fast it will take a front seat in war. It is a supporting system for the war. Infantry, armored, artillery, engineers were frontline forces for war. And very soon, what happened in uh, today's technologically advanced warfare domain, AAD has come to the front position, which is good also. Less human exposure and directly machines are involved, but it will create more damage and uncertainty. Because earlier you see during King's time, if 1 lakh force is on side, another is 10,000, clear indications who is going to have upper age. Today it is not easy. Iran has proved again, comparatively very small country in front of US and Iran, US and Israel, and Iran is giving them tough fight with the help of what? Drones. And it has created havoc. It has really defeated the planning of US and Israel, and technology is changing the dynamics of today's warfare. And so is the Op Sindur. A lot of lessons can be drawn from it, how air defense can be done. Pakistan has also learned a lesson. But for us, the ongoing war of Israel and Iran and our own Op Sindur will change a lot of dynamics for future warfare preparation. The present technology is rapidly changing. Air defense will become very important. Anti missile systems will become very important. Radar early picking will be a key thing, because in fractions of seconds wars will tilt here and there. If some missile, especially nuclear missile, go unnoticed, you are finished. So I think reaction time is in seconds now. in future, because wars are opening in different directions now. Okay, I just elaborated further on this. Okay, Srushti, well tried. Who is next? Okay, I think no volunteer further. I wish everyone should come fast and speak. Then I will speak less if more members are there. I am taking more time because less members are speaking. Okay, no issue. Again, I'll remind, lecturate is a very, very important activity. Keep doing it at your level or on this platform. Whenever I am announcing, come and speak. Be prepared for different topics. Have your own notebook, and different topics in the sense technological related, geopolitics, social, some relevant topics. You must practice. Have your own notebook ready. Okay, Karan, you want to speak something or ask something?
So I will speak on Naxalism.
Okay, Srushti, keep tight.
May I start?
Okay, Karan, you start.
Good evening, GTO sir. For today's lecture, my topic is Naxalism. I will further divide my topic into three parts. What is Naxalism? What led to Naxalism? What are how to uproot Naxalism from India? And then conclusion. I will start. What is Naxalism? Naxalism is a left-wing extremism. It has its uproots from Naxalbari village from West Bengal. It has started in 1967 by Charu Mujamdar. What is Naxalism? Naxalism is a movement, insurgent movement by the people to upthrow the existing democratic system by armed insurgency and to establish communist state. There are certain areas that are affected by Naxalism, which is known as Red Corridor. In that, the affected areas are Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, and Bihar. What led to Naxalism? Naxalism is a kind of thing that in which the poverty is the main thing that led to the Naxalism. Poverty, in which the tribal people are not aware about the external environment of the cities. There is a lack of development in the affected areas such as forest and the hilly areas. There is a gap between the tribal groups and the government to establish the proper education system and the rule. There are certain impacts on the government itself. The impact on security forces. There is many of the IED blasts in the in that areas. What are the measures taken by government is security. The central government has established CAPF in the area affected by Naxalism. Government is taking certain essential steps to establish established communication between the tribal groups and the government to make developments, roads, other developments such as factories and hospitals. There are certain groups governed by states
Last 30 seconds.
to counter Naxalism. So in Maharashtra there is C60 and in Telangana there is Greyhound. In conclusion, I will conclude that the red corridor is being converted into red dots by the central armed forces, and the government is taking certain steps to improve the communication between the tribals and the government to remove the Naxalism from the India. Thank you.
Okay, Karan, tried copybook lecturate. Well tried. You are heading for which NCC entry?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you appeared in any SSB so far?
Yes, sir.
How many times?
So one time.
Okay. Conference out?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What entry?
From Prayagraj.
Entry?
Sir, NCC entry.
NCC entry. You did not try NDA?
No, sir.
Okay. You are also in Sambhajinagar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Naxalism is a old topic. A lot of changes are there. Especially 2008, it was on a peak. 220 districts were affected by Naxalism in India, especially Pashupati in Nepal till Tirupati in Andhra Pradesh. That time I am saying, if you draw a line and make a spectrum, 220 districts covering almost the little biased central India portion and towards the eastern side. And it was very dangerous situation that time, to the extent that central government even thought of launching army against the Naxalism. Till that moment, it was serious. But then, second thought, as a policy, you cannot launch your army against internal problems. So, it is to be fought by whom? Internal security forces, CRPF, or the local police. And that is how India has been containing it. Successfully, it is contained. Today, the extent of 220 districts has come down to few districts, but yes, it is not yet over. Little bit eastern India, especially northeast, is still affected. Some uh, groups are active, but not that which was we have seen the peak, especially in 2008 2010 period, and a lot of groups have surrendered. Some prominent leaders have surrendered. CRPF is now well versed with the action plan. Army had trained some of the um, groups, and things are under control. I think it is pretty controlled. And lessons learned are what Karan was highlighting: poverty, or the mismanagement of few things, or the tribal areas. We were little ignorant about tribal areas, and that is how enemy took advantage, and lot of infrastructure and material provisioning was done by our enemy, because it is easy to fight sub-conventional warfare through people inside. Why to fight on border? Why to get highlighted? It is any country would like to wish that you fight among yourself. And Naxalism was golden opportunity for our adversaries to fuel them, to support them, and they will fight internally. And border as such is another dimension of warfare. But internally, it is very difficult to fight own people. You cannot launch missiles. You cannot straightway kill, because you never know who are innocent, who are actual culprits, and it is difficult to identify people. So development is one solution. If you provide development, if you provide democratic setups, things will be sorted out, and that is what is happening. Okay, Karan, but get more updates on this today's situation. You highlighted a typical Naxalism, but now what has happened now recently, how it is under control, that could have been added. Okay, so anybody else?
Roger.
Okay, it was a long session. We will conclude now. My again suggestion is, this is small yet important activity. Keep doing it at your friend circle, or whenever there is an online opportunity. Come, switch on your video, speak boldly, have your own list ready that I will speak these many topics in the coming months, and you should be prepared for it. What will happen by the time you reach your SSB? You are very confident that whatever topic comes to me, I am ready. That is the confidence you'll get. Okay, till then, we'll say goodbye. We will meet again in the next forum. Some of the SSB related aspects you can contact directly one to one, and we will sort it out. Those who are having SSB near in the nearby time frame, you can consult. You can take the direct guidance. You can call me. We will discuss it further, especially psychological test or some interview part. All those things. Okay. Chalo. Have a good time. Bye. Be positive. Jai Hind.
Join, sir.